Salutations everyone, I'm Sir9Snacks, and we are back, and today, as we went through, actually I'm going to put that one there, yeah, let's overwrite that save. We finally caught up with what we were doing, at least to the point of where I recorded to, so let's see what we're going to get into today. I don't know, I don't remember much, I probably do actually, since it's the newest thing, so let's see. My alarm snaps me out of my slumber. With a groan, I reach aside my blanket and search for the coveted snooze button. 5:45 a.m. What possessed me to set my alarm at such an ungodly hour? Alright, the physical education class I had this morning. Any normal human being would have picked more reasonable time for this course, which explains why this time slot was the only one available. Oops, sorry about that. I climb out of my bed and begin my morning routine. After getting ready, I head downstairs to an empty living room. Kaito and Nikki must be still asleep. Like any normal person. I power feast through breakfast and head on my way. An uneventful drive later, I'm waiting outside the gymnasium. Some zombie-like students wait with me. The rest are passed out on the campus benches. Broseph! I will never, even though I'm replaying most of these things, I will never get used to. Broseph! You hear that, Broseph? A cheerful voice, too cheery for the current time of day, breaks through my reverie, and I see two familiar faces approaching. Xiao is beaming, but I can't say the same about Kaori. Her eyes are hardly open and she yawns, barely mustering a nod of acknowledgement. I'm with Kaori on this one.
You're not a morning person either?
No. Before I get a chance to reply, Xiao smacks my back hard and I stumble a few paces. Kaori staggers too. She whips around and stamps a foot towards Xiao. Her drowsy expression is replaced with one of fire.
Just waking you both up for a wonderful day of gym class.
Don't know if it's that wonderful. Kaori and I both shoot piercing glares towards Xiao. Xiao? Doesn't matter. I'm going to end him.
Not before I do.
Xiao steps back, his hands going up defensively.
Whoa, guys, chillax. So scary.
What's up with you two picking this as your time slot for the course?
We could ask the same for you.
Well, you see, I think I was late, right? Transferring the program late, so this was the only class available. Yeah, I remembered it. I'm going to move my mic a little bit more in front of me, so it's a little bit better, and I don't have to worry about it. Kaori crosses her arms.
I guess that makes sense.
And you guys?
We were originally in a later class, but decided to change out.
I believe it was because of their old partners. Xiao and Kaori looks... she sighs before shrugging her shoulders.
Remember when we told you about us forming our own team because it didn't work out with the previous one?
Yep.
Let's just say we all decided to pick the same gym class to train together, but as you know, it didn't work out.
Sounds more like a falling out. Xiao rubs the back of his head.
Something like that. In any case, we figured it'd be easier to switch out than deal...
Oop. Deal with that awkwardness every week. Prepare for details. I think I said drop it. Click on the building unlocks.
Sorry for the wait, everyone. We had a little issue with it. Awesome! We'll see you there, Kaori. Come with me, Broseph.
I think that's what I chose. Doesn't matter. Xiao puts me towards the men's locker room. We quickly change in our uniforms, and Xiao and I head towards the gym. Even with all the training equipment inside, the space still feels huge. Flags and banners from past victories hang on the walls and ceiling. Typical of Ace Academy, everything looks pristine. Xiao's voice snaps me back to reality. Yeah, what's up?
Jeez! Zoning out like that when I'm asking you such an important question? It's almost like you don't care.
Oh no, where would you get that message? Sorry, what did you ask?
What's your favorite flavor of Dongo?
I don't even know what a dongo is, and I don't want to know. I think he and I have different definitions of an important question. I suppose it's everything. If something in my peripheral vision distracts me from answering. Whoa! A group of girls enter the gym wearing nothing but their panties and a t-shirt. This can't be right. I rub my eyes in the magical sight that remains in full focus. What's going on? Those girls are over there just walking around. I'm just going to say undies to make my life easier. Xiao glances excitedly, but deflates a second later.
What are you talking about, Broseph?
Oh man, Broseph just cringe. How are you not seeing this?
See what? Girls wearing their gym uniforms?
It's incredibly revealing. Xiao stares for a moment.
I still don't get it.
Damn it, I need not do that. Worn ever since elementary school.
Now that you mention it.
I watch Xiao face reddens.
God, what have you done? I won't be able to focus in this class anymore.
Come on, I can't have been the only one seeing this.
You were. I was desensitized to this from childhood because my memories never associated this attire with perversion, and thus there was nothing to be perverted about.
Rip. What the heck are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I'm too distracted to think clearly.
Yeah, this is where I believe I said Zach. They modeled the main character after my friend Zach.
What are you two yelling about?
This game's beautiful. We both. I'm seeing this for a second time. It's still 10. We both spin around to see Kaori. She's also wearing what no one else in the right mind would dub a gym uniform. Her porcelain legs are completely free of a blemish, and the way the material shows off her body makes it clear she works hard to stay fit. Sweetie Sweetie, I'm coming for that booty. I don't know if I did. If I pray. Xiao and I continue to stare. She steps back in confusion.
What's wrong with you guys?
Kaori? I think you dropped your... Oh, yeah, this one I said before.
Huh? I didn't bring a hairband.
Then what's that? I point to the floor behind her. She turns around, revealing a delectably fine backside. Oh.
I don't see anything.
I offer a fist bump to Xiao, who happily reciprocates. Sorry, my mistake. Kaori turns a face as she raises an eyebrow at her grinning face, is slightly irritated.
Two are acting weirder than
I am a criminal mastermind. You do not need to doubt that. Few moments go by as we wait for class to start. By the way, have you guys thought about what we should do for sponsorship?
Not quite.
no.
Xiao and I both glance at Kaori in surprise, and she crosses her arms.
What?
You're usually on top of this stuff.
I've been busy. This team isn't the only thing I focus on.
Before Xiao and I can say anything else, I intervene. That's okay, I might have a lead anyway.
Really?
Yes, I do. She doesn't need to sound so surprised. Yeah, you know the SBA? They both nod. I know somebody who works for them, and she's agreed to help us find a sponsor. Xiao claps me on the back.
This is why I chose you to join our team. You make things happen.
Damn right I do. Are you not sure? Are you sure it's not because I was the only person available? Kaori snorts, but Xiao is unfazed.
That too.
So harsh. So harsh. Xiao is about to speak again when Kaori sushes him.
Quiet. Class is about to start.
The professor waits for the room to quiet down before he begins the class. So again, I did watch or go through most of this. So I don't know if I'll make the same decisions, and I don't have a recording to back me up on that. So we'll see what we get. The professor dismisses the class, and 3 of us file out together. My muscles are already fatigued, my limbs tremble. I know I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Xiao groans.
My legs feel like they're on fire.
I grunt in sympathy, too tired to respond. Kaori power walks ahead of us.
Class wasn't that hard.
Xiao and I stare at each other. I whisper to him, "How is she doing that right now?"
She's a cyborg. A human mecha hybrid.
I'd believe it. Makes sense to me. Once we're outside, Xiao waves goodbye.
That was fun. I got some stuff to take care of, though. I'll catch you on the flip side, Kaori, Mr. Broseph.
Same. I'll talk to you guys later.
We all say goodbye. So, I usually gave Yuuna, but let's go after some Kaori. At least my stomach complains loudly for food. Hopefully no one else heard that. At least I have plenty of time to grab lunch before my next class. There's a cafeteria on campus, which I've eaten at multiple times. The food is cheap and surprisingly good, way better than the cafeteria food at CINY, but the options are limited. I've heard the Pilot's Lounge has some decent options and their daily specials incorporate cuisine from their cultures. It might be worth a look. I never get to the lounge. Luckily, there isn't a line. I hope that's because I beat the lunch rush and not because the food is bad. Pushing the sauce aside, I walk up to the bar. I study the limited menu on the wall. Behind the bartender is a chalkboard with a daily special written down cheeseburger with fries. Something healthy would be good, especially since you just worked out. I'm not seeing what I want. Hey, what healthy options do you have? Thanks, but I meant for an actual meal. Do you have a salad? Bartender raised an eyebrow.
Sure, it's called the burger salad. You get a burger without the buns or patty.
He doesn't have to be a jerk about it. I consider I eat going somewhere else, but my stomach growls again in protest. Fine, I'll have the special.
Special. Burger and fries coming up.
How's that a fucking special?
That'll be 873 credits.
Boop. After paying, I move over to the side and wait for my lunch. Within a few minutes, he slides over a tray with a juicy burger and a mound of fries. That looks like a heart attack just waiting to happen. Oh well, I suppose I'll treat today as it's my cheat day. Picking up my tray, I scan the piles line for an empty table. Most are occupied by single students focused on their own food or studies. I am debating whether or not to join a random student. I spot a girl with reddish-orange hair sitting alone. It's Kaori! I breathe out, oh my god. I breathe out a sigh of relief and make my way over to her. Hey, she looks up at me.
Oh, hi.
Mind if I sit here? She shakes her head. Thanks. I place my tray next to her bento and sit down. Carrier focuses on her meal and eats in silence. ... This is pretty awkward. Speak up, stay quiet. So how are things?
Good.
She doesn't even bother looking at me. So what do you think about the weather today?
Adequate.
This is seriously like pulling teeth. I shouldn't be surprised though. It's Carrie after all. Small talk is not her forte. Forte. I pick up a ketchup packet, squeeze the contents over my fries.
Really eating that?
Huh? Kaori has finally looked up from food and examines my meal.
Burgers are very unhealthy. They are full of fat and very high in calories. The fries are even worse. Those are just empty carbs. And the average meal holds the amount of sodium an average person needs in a day.
Wasn't my first pick, but I doubt it's that bad. Kaori leans in disappointment and shrugs.
It's your choice.
Glance at her bento and an assortment of Mackie rolls. Even though I wanted something healthier, I wouldn't be excited to eat what she's having. Well, sometimes it's nice to eat something tasty for a change. Oh, she frowns in
What
irritation.
makes you think my bento isn't tasty?
Oh boy. I take another look at it and smirk. Then you don't need to get so defensive. I'm sure it's healthy, but that thing barely looks seasoned. Oof. Carrie shoves a Mackie roll in my mouth while I'm in mid-sentence.
Don't judge it until you've tried it. ...
Exclamation point. Wow, this is surprisingly delicious. It's light with simple ingredients, but each bite is packed with flavor. Kaori quickly retracts her chopsticks. Once she realizes what she's done, her cheeks flush. It's actually pretty good. You won this time, huh? I guess I was wrong. Give me another piece. I have my mouth wide. Kaori's face runs even more.
What are you doing?
Feed me again.
I wasn't feeding you.
I'll probably go back. Don't be shy, Kaori. Come on. I lean my head closer. She shoots the far end of it.
Stop acting weird.
Her voice cracks in embarrassment as she buries her face in her bento box. Yeah, I think I'll go back and, Actually, let me save that. Save. Yep. Thinking... I guess I was wrong. I take it back. That's pretty tasty. Kaori nods satisfied.
Maybe next time, you won't be so dismissive of my advice.
I figured Kaori liked to eat healthy, but I hadn't really...
Maybe next time.
I figured Kaori likes to eat healthy, but I realized that she cared as taste as well as nutrition. End up fishing her meals in silence, but I'm glad we were able to learn a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe she would just go with the one where she was embarrassed. You won this. I admit, that was not bad. She waves her hand dismissively.
Next time, don't jump.
Fuck it, we're going with that one. There's her hands with. Her voice cracks in embarrassment as she buries her face in her bento box. I mean, I was just kind of messing around, so I think that's fine. We end up finishing our meals in silence, but I'm glad I was able to learn a little bit more about Kaori. I don't know if that makes a big difference. So at the library, check out the quad. Hang out at the pilot's lounge. What's the? I forget. I think I want the quad. Damn it. Rather briefly, fake idea if I get there. After a few minutes, I spawn on a green grass. A couple of guys running around the yard, playing some game. Something flies towards my head, coming dangerously close to my eyes. Catch. My body reacts even before I can fully process what's going on, and I reach out and grab the object. It's a frisbee. One of the guys races towards me.
Nice catch, man.
Heh, thanks. The other guy waves at me and gestures for me to throw it back. I do, and he leaps in the air, catching it easily.
Nice throw. Sorry about that. Butterfingers here can't aim to save his life.
Rip.
That's not true. It just slipped a little.
Yeah, a little. It's okay. The first guy squints at me, and the face lights up in recognition.
I know you. You're the chick magnet.
Damn right I am.
Oh, yeah. From the foreign exchange class. Remember us?
Oh yeah.
Awesome that you're here. Hey, yeah.
I'm gonna say I'll pass. Early in the mood. Thanks, but not this time.
Say no more. Smooth talker.
You getting call? Actually.
We won't keep it.
Say goodbye, answer the phone. Hey Yuuna, goes the search?
That's why I called you. I have some good news.
What is it?
I got you an interview.
Boom. Already? It's only been one day. How'd you do it?
Lots of phone calls.
I laugh. Thanks, Yuuna. This is great.
I know. It's with Warp Tech Corporation.
I nearly dropped the phone. How'd you get a major player like Warp Tech interested in us?
I told them the truth. You guys are a strong up-and-coming team.
I already know how that goes, though, but I won't spoil it because you guys haven't seen it. Thanks. We'll definitely have an advantage if we had access to Warp Tech's weaponry. When's the interview?
Yeah.
About that. Her hesitation is ominous.
Your interview is tomorrow.
Drop the phone. I'll be there. There's a pause before Yuuna speaks.
Oh, good.
Something wrong?
No, I was just expecting you to protest a little more.
Why?
Well, it's pretty short notice.
Okay.
Never mind.
I need to call my team. I don't know if they'll be able to make
You
it.
don't all need to be there. As long as one member of the team is there, the interview can happen. Can you make it?
I need time to prepare, especially if I'm going alone.
No, I'll be there. And as a member of the SBA, I'll be taking the lead in presenting your credentials. I've got everything under control.
Alright, I'll make my own preparations tonight and meet you there tomorrow.
I'll meet you in front of the library after class.
Thanks again, Yuuna. I owe you one.
It was my pleasure.
We both hang up. The first thing I do is send a group text to my team. Got an interview with Warp Tech Corp tomorrow afternoon. Can any of you join? Okay, if can't, I have it under control. After a minute, I sent one text. I replied from Shao. It's no surprise he's always freakishly quick to respond. Brosif, I'm hanging on the fritz on the dark plan. I literally have no idea what that means. I text him back. So you mean yes? Ha, you're funny. Good luck and let me know how it goes. Yep, it's Zach. Just says some gobbledygook and corrects it with, nope. At least I got my answer. 1 down, 2 more to go. I still got some time before I need to go home. Valerie did. I think she was painting? Yeah. I'm passing the quad. I spot a familiar blonde head waving me over. Valerie sits cross-legged on the grass with a sketch pad in her lap. Across from her is a male student holding a basic pose with his hands on his waist. As long as I approach, he eyes me up suspiciously, but careful not to move. Valerie pats the space next to her, so I sit down. What are you doing?
Practicing my nudes.
Nude?
The model shifts out of place, but Valerie stops him.
Hey, don't move.
He seems uncertain, but resumes his position. Valerie returns her attention to me.
Wanna see?
I can clearly see it's not nude. I'm not sure where she's going with this. Ah, sure.
Oh, wait.
The student breaks from his pose and practically leaps towards Valerie's sketchbook as he looks at the drawing. He sighs in relief.
Not a nude.
Of course not. You're clothed.
Yeah?
I asked you to model because I wanted to draw you exactly as I saw you. If I wanted you nude, we'd most likely be in my bedroom.
The model turns bright red as she speaks.
Is that what you want? Because we could do that.
She shakes her head.
No, I
let me get back to my pose.
Probably sighs and pouts.
No, it's too late. We've missed the light. This is ruined.
Sorry. Maybe we can do this another time? I can give you a call.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't have a phone.
Oh,
Yeah, I just moved here and I haven't gotten all of that set up yet.
Take the hit, dude.
I can help you out with that if you want.
That's so sweet. But I already have someone who's helping me out.
She smiles at me and puts a hand on my arm. Play along. I grant her. That's her. In fact, we were planning to do that, doing this evening. She doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah, I was supposed to find him after we were done here, but someone's a little early.
I just couldn't stay away. I place a hand over hers romantically.
Aw.
Never mind, I'd better get going.
Get fucked. He turns away before we can say anything.
Bye.
Valerie waves at his retreating form. Once he's out of view, she sits back down and discards the half-finished drawing. Discards. That A looks very much like an O. Discards her half-finished drawing and then flips to a new fresh page. You gave me your number. I know you have a phone.
Obviously. Who doesn't have a phone?
Why'd you tell that guy you didn't? She ignores me.
Stand over there and strike a pose.
What?
I need you to model for me.
Strike a hero pose. Unleash my sexy inner beast. Ah, fuck me, man. Posing is lame. I call this the blue steel. Strike a hero pose. I shrug. Okay. I push myself back into my feet and hold an imaginary sword in the air for my victory pose.
Ooh, I definitely count on you to save the day.
She falls silent as she begins to sketch me. The quiet adds weight to her gaze, and I begin to feel self-conscious every time she looks at me. Decided to break the silence with the first thing I think of. So have you given a thought about our class assignment?
What about it?
I think going out and exploring the city will be fun.
Me too. I've never been to Japan before.
For some reason, that surprises me. What made you decide to come to ACE? Or ACE? She hesitates, which also surprises me. She's usually lightning fast with her retorts. Or retorts. Retards?
I've always wanted to come to Asia. And ACE has a great engineering program. It was the perfect opportunity for me to leave France.
Aren't there other comparable schools in Europe? I know Germany has a strong program too.
Yeah. But what's the point of staying so close to home? Everything back there is the same. I want to study engineering, of course. I also want to experience life. And that's why I'm excited for this foreign exchange class.
I see.
What about you? Have you ever been to Japan before?
Yeah, I'm half Japanese. She looks back up at me and stares for a long moment, then grins.
Yes, I can tell.
But I've never really seen Isakaze before.
So, that means we'll be sharing new experiences together.
Of course, that's the fun thing about life, sharing new experiences, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I guess so. A soft smile plays at her lips, but she's quiet again. After a few minutes, she drops her pencil and offers me her sketch pad.
Okay, what do you think?
Hey, this looks just like me. She laughs.
You don't have to sound so surprised.
How'd you finish so quickly?
It's just a rough sketch. Nowhere near done.
Even so, it's pretty detailed. Your shading brings the sketch to life. You even use the softened negative space to draw the viewer's eyes to the portrait.
What?
I point to what I'm talking about. See here and here?
Oh, I see what you mean. I don't think about this stuff when I draw. I just draw what I see.
Have you been drawing for a long time? She nods.
I doodled all the time as a kid. I used to draw on the walls at home.
I bet your mom loved that. She looks away, then shrugs.
I've never had lessons or anything, if that's what you mean. I just like to draw.
Well, you've got a lot of talent. She smirks.
Maybe one day I'll show you some of my other talents.
What are the talents?
We'll see if you play your cards right.
She stretches and pushes herself to her feet.
I'd better be off. It's getting late.
What, you're leaving?
Don't sound so sad. You'll see me again.
I didn't mean it like that. Or did I? She rips the drawing out of her book and hands it to me.
Here, you can keep it.
Thanks.
Don't miss me too much, okay? I'll see you later.
She waves and winks at me. Bye. I watch her go holding the sign. Oh, I got a text message. Sign drawing in her. Oh, fuck. I watch her go holding the signed drawing in my hand. As soon as I get home, Nikki jumps off the couch and greets me.
There you are. What took you so long?
What? She has her hands on her hips and taps her foot impatiently. Did I forget we had plans tonight? Run! I drop myself on the floor and open the front door when Nikki grabs my collar.
Where are you going?
Losing my balance, I fall backwards. Nikki's face hovers above me. It's not my fault. Don't be angry.
Why did you run?
I forgot we had plans.
Huh? We didn't make plans.
Oh. Nikki helps me up, get back to my feet. Then why are you waiting for me?
Well, I have some exciting news.
Nikki sits down on the couch and I follow her. What is it?
Remember when you suggested I start a cooking club at school?
Yeah.
I took your advice and spoke with the school administration, and they loved the idea. I already have a teacher who's agreed to sponsor the club, and a few of my classmates have approached me asking if they could join.
That's awesome, Nikki.
I know. I was thinking of structuring it so that we can learn a new dish each week, and anyone can share a dish, so it's not just me leading everything. Our first meeting is next week, and I thought I could start us off by teaching something simple and non-Japanese.
She pauses and looks thoughtfully at me.
What do you think I should make?
Sushi.
I said non-Japanese.
California rolls?
Not what I meant. Let me guess. Those are the only food.
Salad. Salad, that's your girls like to eat.
Not just girls in the
Fuck it. Sandwich. Make sandwiches. Everyone loves sandwiches.
yeah. Because everyone already knows how to make them.
Excuse me, sandwiches are good. Maybe they know how to make normal sandwiches, but necessarily the fancy tiny ones that are gone in one bite.
You mean finger sandwiches?
Jeez, Nikki. That's morbid.
Let me guess. Those are the only foods you can make.
Of course not. I know they make mac and cheese.
Eating stuff from a box? That's not cooking.
I would like to generally disagree with you. It requires using a stove or some type of cooking apparatus. So eat a dick. I can make spaghetti.
Maybe you should join our club.
I will not take this sassy smug look she's giving me. And that's my cue to leave.
Oh, don't go. I was just kidding.
I laugh. I know, but I got some studying I need to do anyway.
Okay.
Congratulations on getting your club started. I bet it will end up being the most popular club in your school.
Thanks. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I like having a smaller size group so we can all interact easily. But having a larger group means more exposure to new foods. Anyway, that's getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, you still need to decide what you're going to do for your first meeting.
Some help you've been.
I laugh and begin to head upstairs. You know you still love me.
That's what you think.
Ooh, damn. She waves goodbye anyway. Boy. Once in my room, I settled down at my desk and began collecting research and statistics I can present at the interview. I want to be well informed, especially if I'm going to be representing my team. Wait, did Kaori or Mayu ever respond to my text? A quick check on my phone shows me they did. I opened Mayo's text first. I hope it doesn't cause you much trouble if I don't go, but I have a previous engagement and I can't make it. Best of luck. I shrug. At least she was nice about it. I open Carrie's text. What did you schedule the interview so soon? Of course I can't make it. Don't mess this up. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Gary. At least Yuuna will be there to back me up. I read over my notes a few more times until I'm confident about what I say. Then I head to bed early so I can be well rested tomorrow. And then we're gonna hear the jingle. Yep. Anyway, guys, that is another episode of Ace Academy. I hope you're enjoying the series. I'm enjoying the series. I'm glad to actually be back into it. Being away from this series for a while kind of upset me. I'm going to be excited once I get to the area where I'm not too familiar. Like, I know an idea of what's going to happen, of course, but hopefully I got OBS to work on this computer, so that's good, and new mic quality, that's better. So hopefully video quality will go up, mic quality will go up. That is what I'm hoping for, because for so long I used a lot of bad things, or just like things I would barely make do. So hopefully we can step up the game a little bit and make a little bit better content for you guys to watch. If you have any suggestions of what you want me to do or things you want me to do, let me know, and I'll get those started and I'll work them out. As always, guys, I'm Super9X. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great one.